The PlayStation Plus games for the month of November have been seemingly leaked once again and revealed by Deal Labs. They've been on point the last few months and they've gotten it right every single time, so credit to them. I'll leave a link to the Twitter post that they put out. Now, they revealed 4 of the 6 games. If you guys remember, we are celebrating the anniversary, the 5th anniversary, I believe, of PlayStation VR in November, and they are going to be giving out 3 PlayStation VR games on top of 3 regular PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 titles. So in total, we are going to get 6 games, and I have to say, pretty good month, all things considered. I imagine some people are going to be disappointed, but that's going to be the case with every month. So let's go over the 4 of the 6 games, and I'm sure the other 2 will be revealed in due time. Honestly, Sony might reveal them later today, and if we do get that, we'll give you guys a heads up on that. First up, let's go over the games. Let's go over the 3 non-VR games, and then let's go over the 1 VR game at the end. Kingdoms of Amalur: Ray Reckoning is looking to be a PlayStation Plus title. Now, breaking down the 4th wall a little bit, in yesterday's deals video where I took a look at the extended play sale, I was actually on the verge of mentioning Kingdoms of Amalur: Ray Reckoning, the Fate edition that was on sale for $27.50, and then I was like, you know, that seems kind of expensive, and then I pulled it from the list, and thank God I did, because I did not want to recommend you guys that and then end up having it as a PlayStation Plus game. That's kind of wild that they did that. I mean, the sale is just about to end, and then KOA is becoming a Plus title. Sneaky, sneaky. However, that is the Fate Sworn edition. That also includes the upcoming expansion, the Fate edition, excuse me. This is looking to be the base game. Now, I've talked about Kingdoms of Amalur quite a bit. I really enjoyed the game. While it was a financial turmoil when it initially came out, I thought it was a great open-world action RPG. Now, I wouldn't think of it too much as a emotionally, engaging narrative or anything like that. Really, it's got a good bit of content. I like the gameplay style. I know some people weren't as high on it as I was, but I thought it was a lot of fun. And it is a open world RPG that if you'd want to disconnect from the story, it is kind of mindless at times if you want it to be, and you just want to go and do all the content, and I still think it's quite a bit of fun. Obviously, visually, it's not anything to write home about these days. Remember, it did initially come out on the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and PC, and that is a bygone era at this point. But thankfully, THQ Nordic acquired the rights to it, and we did get a remaster. I've been asking for a remaster of this for like years, because it's one of those underrated gems that unfortunately didn't do well enough sales-wise to recoup the cost. I mean, the story with this game in 38 Studios was actually pretty wild. I'm not going to delve into that right now, but the fact of the matter is, if you've never played Kingdoms of Amalur, Ray Reckoning is a good upgrade to it, and as a PlayStation Plus title, I think it is a pretty good addition. Next up, we have First Class Trouble, which is going to be on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. This is a game that is in early access on PC, and it looks like it'll be dropping on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 as the new release drop, so it's not going to be that platformer that I talked about. However, First Class Trouble has a mostly positive reception on Steam, 1,412 user reviews, 79% positive. Noting First Class Trouble is a party game where players must work together and against each other to survive a disaster. The goal is to shut down a deadly AI. Some players are imposters, secretly playing as human-looking killer robots intent on betraying the other players. A gameplay style that's been done quite a bit, but hey, it might be something that is enjoyable. And obviously, with a multiplayer focus, the fact of the matter is, the fact that it is a PlayStation Plus title, that is going to give it a jolt to its player base right out the gate, and you'll want that out of a multiplayer game. Another one is getting that with the Plus drops this coming month, so not bad. Whether you play as one of the human residents or the rebellious personoids, you will have to use your wit and the occasional flying champagne bottle to stay alive. In First Class Trouble, you either deceive or deduce your way to victory in a charming yet unsettling and often mischievous environment. Whether you do it sober or with a slight buzz, First Class Trouble will save you a dangerous cocktail of difficult decisions and wacky possibilities. The goal is to shut down the Central Artificial Intelligence Network, also known as Kane, of the luxurious intergalactic cruise ship ISS Althea before it and its loyal personoids take control of the ship. It notes resident gameplay, collect information about the passengers and deduce who you can trust and who to avoid, and then personoid gameplay, lie, disrupt, and deceive your way through the ship among the residents to either reach Kane and unleash its full potential or kill off the remaining residents to secure control of the vessel. So, another pretty interesting addition if it's a new release dropping. I mean, you can't really complain about that. Again, mostly positive reception here. Maybe it's a title you want to check out with a couple friends. Another multiplayer game that is dropping with PlayStation Plus by this report from Deal Labs, Knockout City. Knockout City is a game that just came out, man. It's 5 months old. It came out from Velan Studios and Electronic Arts. They already dropped a trial for the game, so obviously they want to give it a jolt in its player base. It's included with EA Play, so that's a little bit of a bummer. I'm not a big fan when there's crossover to subscription services, and sometimes it's hard to follow all the subscription services and what's in every subscription service. I mean, I said I would like to see Monster Hunter World as a Plus title, but it came to my attention that that's an instant game collection title. There's so many subscription services and so many titles across all of them that gets a little bit confusing at times. Nevertheless, with Knockout City arriving to PlayStation Plus, hopefully that does give the game a little bit of a jolt, because I remember when it released, there was a little bit of buzz around the game. It was getting a pretty good reception. It has an 80 on Metacritic. It was received pretty positively as a multiplayer game, and then kind of just fell to the wayside after that. I mean, that's kind of the story with a lot of multiplayer games. It's really hard to have a sustainable amount of longevity for a lot of these games. It's on to the next for a lot of people with these games, and to have a staying power longer than 6 months, I mean, that's difficult to do. I know it sounds easy when you look at games, you know, top tier games, your Warzones, your Fortnites of the world, but a Knockout City kind of fell to the wayside, so hopefully the offering on PlayStation Plus will give it a little bit of a bump and a little bit of a jolt to its player base. Lastly, the fourth of the 6 game that was revealed by Deal Labs, The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. Now, this is a PlayStation VR title. We actually did a whole video on it years ago when it initially came out, maybe a year and a half ago. Yeah, it hasn't been that long, but yeah, Walking Dead Saints and Sinners is one of the best VR games that you can pick up. I mean, I wasn't a big Walking Dead guy when I played this game initially, and then I started watching Walking Dead, and I absolutely love the show, but I know, falls off the wayside, whatever. Saints and Sinners is a pretty difficult game at times, so just bear that in mind. Unfortunately, it is a VR-only game, so you do have to keep that in mind. So it might not be for everyone, but if you do have a VR headset, definitely one to check out. If you don't have a VR headset, still add it to your library. At some point, VR headsets are going to be very, very easily accessible. They're going to keep dropping in price. Remember, VR came out at like $400. It was even more expensive if you wanted the complete bundle or whatever. I don't remember the exact pricing at launch, but it's gotten cheaper and cheaper. You can get bundles at Black Friday for $250, and even if at this point you don't want to get it, VR2 is going to come. That's going to continue to drop in price, and at some point, VR is going to be easily attainable for everyone, and it's going to be something you're going to want to check out. So add these games to your library. I know you might not have, you know, a lot of desire to check them out now, but add them now. Down the line, if you're still a Plus subscriber, they'll be there for you to play. So on top of Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, we are going to get 2 more VR games, so that's something to note. What those games are going to be, I don't know. It could be a Beat Saber. It could be Blood and Truth. It could be something that's revealed at the State of Play event. I wouldn't put that that beyond the point of reality, because we're having a State of Play event. Why not announce a couple VR titles as that rolls on? But that is going to do it for me. Again, let me know your thoughts on these PlayStation Plus titles. I know it's not at the level of some of those crazy months we were getting earlier this year, but I don't think that quality level was going to be sustainable. You know, we can't get an FF7 remake every month. It's just not going to happen. But KOA, Ray Reckoning, I think is a good offering. First Class Trouble, that might be interesting to some people. Knockout City, Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. You got 4 titles. 4 variety in those titles as well. 2 multiplayer games, 1 open world action RPG, a VR title, good variety, and 2 more VR titles to come. That's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.